Well, alright, so let's get started today. This is probably going to be a short stream. It ends when I pass out at some point, something like that. And so, I played Blue archive music from yesterday. That seemed pretty good to me. It was pretty, I don't know how to put it. It was like, I bought some pork shoulder. I was like, score, cheap pork shoulder. $8 for 4 pounds. Like, shit, man, that's fucking insane. And today, I opened it up and it was fucking green. I was like, what the fuck, man? Fuck. So, I did what any normal, self-respecting person would do. I, surgically cut around the meat and I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna cook it and eat it and shit. Well, that was a fucking mistake. I can't sleep at all. How I feel. I don't feel sick. Like, I cooked it real thoroughly, but like... Right. Ish. So, shitty engineering, let's go. You know, I'm something of an engineer myself. May or may not have a mechanical engineering degree. Yeah. How do I engineer with these Cerberus pogs? Live! Hey, Azir, how are you doing here? Yeah, that's not my usual sort of stream. I usually do other stuff like play games or normal people stuff. But I can't really sleep, so I'm gonna try to figure out and see. Menu. Just start off brainstorming, like, where to engineer a device to solve the problem? What kind of problem will we solve? We solve, like, waiting for another streamer, tune in for a bit. Well, I appreciate it a lot, yeah. Hope you enjoy your stay here. We can chill out and listen to Blue Archive music instead. Or we could just, like, see how long it takes for you to pass out in the middle of this. Yeah, so we can try to create a device that forces people to sleep, that like cures insomnia. There's a lot of ways you could do this. Like, you can use manual percussion, you can knock them out. You can devise some sort of system that will change their body chemistry. But I'm not exactly a bioengineer, so, you know, probably figure out a better way to do that. Or better yet, we can also make a device that prevents people from sleeping in class. I think that's something that I might need. Come on, man, there's lots of ways to solve problems. We can solve problems in any amount of solutions. What just matters is getting the job done. I mean, like, maybe costs and other things, you need to take that in consideration, but, you know, at the end of the day, what's done is done. You just gotta do stuff, man. You just gotta solve a problem. Doesn't matter how you solve it. It doesn't matter how you solve it, but like... Yeah. But like, prevent from sleeping in class. This one I actually was thinking about before. Oh, whoops. Can't talk and read at the same time. Prevent sleeping in class. So there's a lot of ways to prevent sleeping in class. Are we okay? No, I'm not okay. I can't sleep. I ate rotten pork today that I cooked because I was like, shit, man. It's a shame that I bought this pork and brought it all the way, and it fucking turned green on me in like 2 days. I was like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, man, it's only 2 days. It's supposed to be fine in the fridge. So like, cut around a pork. I cooked it. I salted it. I cooked it through very thoroughly. It still tasted fucking weird. I don't know if I'll be okay tomorrow. Yeah, it was green. It was like fucking green. I was like, is this the label sticker and stuff? It's like, no, it wasn't slimy. The texture was okay. Maybe it's food dye or something, but yeah. But, you know, anyways. Yeah, the fucking green pork. I cut out all the green pork. I made sure. I make specifically very sure that the pork is edible and cooked very thorough. And it still tasted fucking weird. I don't know. I drank a lot of alcohol after that, so that might be why I can't sleep right now. Why did I cook it? Well, I didn't cook the green pork. I cut there's, you know, sections of the pork that are not green, and that's what I cooked. I cut it. I took out my knife. I took out my surgical skill, and then afterwards I was like, okay, sure, this is salvageable, right? Yeah, no, seriously. Dude, it was a fucking deal. It was $8 for like 4 pounds of pork. That's $2 a pound. That's crazily, insanely cheap. That's like the cheapest pork I've ever seen. And it was like, damn, I'm gonna make so much good food with this. I could make like braised pork. I could make tacos. I could make al pastor. I could make like, I can do like barbecue with this. I'm like salivating and all the stuff. And in the end, I can't even salvage like a quarter of it. I ended up cooking like less than a quarter of it today, and the rest I threw to some other half of it that I could salvage. Now you know why it's so cheap? Yeah, I guess it's unlucky. Like, what I was supposed to do was probably cook a day of. Instead, 2 days in the fridge. The expiration date said April 27th. It's fucking April 24th. Fucking ate Shrek. Yeah, I guess I ate Shrek. Damn. Shrek meat does not taste good. That's probably why ogres are not hunted for their meat. Imagine if you farmed ogre meat, man. That'd be fucking insane. An ogre meat farm in Minecraft. You gotta say it in Minecraft. Otherwise, the ethics committee will go after you. Yeah. Very ethical. See, what else can I like try to think about? But yeah, basically, it was cheap. I wouldn't call myself a cheap person. I think that there's a lot of things that I can buy and stuff. Or not like, I don't know. I just like really was invested in this piece of pork. It's not that I'm super cheap. It's like, I was really looking forward to it. I was like thinking about all the ways I could prepare it. I was like, holy fucking shit, man. Alright, ogre meat farm in Minecraft, very ethical. I don't know. I don't know if we can design an ogre meat thing. Maybe in Minecraft we could. Minecraft is not too bad, right? You just need to like have a spawner, like, and you have like the water flow going this way. And then afterwards you have like lava. And then afterwards you have like, there's like a chicken farm thing in Minecraft, I feel like, where you hatch a bunch of chickens. And the small little chickens could pass through a gap, but the big chickens couldn't. And once big chickens got through a gap, they get like roasted to death or something. Crazy shit. Alright, what else can we do? Force people to go to sleep? Also ethical. Ethical. Prevent sleeping in class. Very ethical, no. So sleeping in class thing, I had a couple ideas for this. So the simplest way that I could think about it was like a robotized spray bottle. And so basically, somehow you detect like, it'd be like a spray bottle like this, it'd be attached to like a water bottle like this. Reservoir of water, so you have water, you have a spray bottle. Just psh, psh, psh. And somehow it detects if you're sleeping or not. And afterwards it would spray you to wake you up or something. I don't know, you could attach like, you put like chili powder in there or something. So it wakes you up extra good. But yeah, so I don't know, there's other things too. Like there's a guy that would take a picture of me whenever I fell asleep in class. So I'll like put his face on it as well. And then like a recording of him saying something like, I don't know, so some sort of wake up or something like that. Yeah, well, you know, if AI voices, you could do stuff like that. No, you just need to sample their voice so you can make people say shit. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, this looks like a really shitty stick figure right now. Anyways, what else can we do? What other problems plague the human condition? Besides the status of being human. Of course, that's not something to suffer from, because I am a three-headed dog. Anyways, let's see, what else can we do? Force people to sleep, prevent people to sleep, ogre meat farm. What other unhinged things? What other problems have I run into today? Well, oh, there was an unhinged thing. So when I was doing cross-country in school, there was like a pantsing epidemic. So like I devised a pair of pants. We called it like thunder pants or something. And basically these pants would electrocute people if they tried to like, so like there'd be one stripe going down here, one stripe going down there. Each side's like conductive material. And so like you'd have like a battery in your pocket or something, and like you'd hook up to this. So if somebody tried to pants you by like pants grabbing one side and the other side, they complete the circuit and they'd get electrocuted. And that would prevent people from pantsing you. And I was like, huh, yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. But that's already pretty much designed out. It's a very simple thing. It's not very interesting. We can also work on... What else can I say? Oh, I know what to do. There is a character that I wanted to... Okay, so I really like Tails. And let's see here. Nero Cloud. There's a character from Nero Cloud who I really like. But so she has this super awesome tail. I think I've talked to her. I don't know if I've talked about her before, but yeah. Let me save the image. Save image as delacy in my stuff. My stuff folder. The folder where I keep all my stuff. Alright, let's save it there. Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. So let us engineer how to make this tail. Why is it black and white? Fuck. Image. Okay. Image mode. Why? Don't flatten. Alright, I gotta re-import this again. Why is it automatically black and white? That's fucked up. Okay. Here we have delacy. Oh, what the hell? Oh. No. Alright, fine. Fine, be that way. Why is it not locked? Alright. Okay. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna make sure. Okay, there we go. Edit, transform. We're gonna transform to Lacey. So we can actually make her smaller. Actually, no, we could actually keep her large. So the major part to focus on is a tail right here. I can see right here, there's a lot of different details in this tail. So how are we gonna make it out? Or how are we gonna like engineer this shit? Alright. Oh man, I drew on a background. That's fucked up. That is absolutely messed up. Let us start with a new slate. Just like that magic card. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here, I am going to sketch out a rough drawing of the tail. So the tail's general shape looks like this. No, I have no idea how the tail is like connected. But like, I do know that something like this, like she's called like a shrimp or something. There's like different cables going around like here. There's looks like this gun thing over here that's actually a maintenance tool of some kind. I think it's like a soldering iron on crack or something. But yeah. This tail is definitely segmented. It seems to be articulated through the cables right here. You figured that out. Let's see. This part over here, I'm not sure that's exactly. And then like there's a bunch of loose cables here. So if I were to make it into like real life, it'd probably be like a multi-charger port. You could have, you know, iPhone charger, Android charger, USB-C, everything like that. Yeah. Alright, let's see. What else can I do here? We can... So the inside is by cables, but there's like some sort of articulation. We're not entirely sure what it is. We can make... pretend it's a hinge or something like that. That's kind of annoying. Also, if I were to transport it, that'd also be annoying to like assemble it and disassemble it. So if I were to make it for actual articulation reasons or like cosplay reasons, there's a lot of different considerations to take into account. Huh. Also, the biggest thing is, how the fuck do I attach this to her? Is there a chibi of her I can find somewhere? Like, I know in game there's a Oh! I know what to do. Okay. Let's see here. I can just look it up in game. It's very easy, very simple. Okay. I am a genius. I am sleep deprived and I still got it. I can't think about what words to say, but you know, this is fine. Okay. Alright. So let's see. What can we do? I have... Let's transition over really quickly. Okay. As you can see, I have her skin and everything. But yeah, okay, let's look at it again. Oh, whoops. It's the chibi. from the April Fool's event. Okay, we look at this, we click the chibi preview. Okay, so you get kind of idea here of how her tail's working. It looks kind of rough though, like in a 3D model, the cables are barely attached to each other. And this is on high detail. Oh. There's different parts. These things slide up and down. It looks like they're vaguely attached over here. Okay. Alright. Alright, Lacey. Can I zoom in? Oh, I was like, I tried to reach out to my screen, but I realized this is not a touch screen. I cannot zoom in on this. Okay, so let's take a screenshot. No, please. So our tail can waggle back and forth. Seems very like, oh, I don't know how to describe it. So like, it's very articulate. Look, if you try to like, oh, we can't rotate. We can't do that rotation. Okay. Tap, tap. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so right here you can see the cables are not really connected to each other. It looks like the tail is expanded on, so they didn't really model that. But here, it's almost complete. Okay, let me take a snipping tool. Snip, snip. Alright. Copy. We'll paste it here. Machigata. Okay, so afterwards, more references. No! Why do you always do this when I want to take a picture, Lacey? Please! But yeah, I could kind of see like how her tail's moving and everything, so it gives us an idea of the range of motion that we want. Alright. Tail. 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 Okay. And what else is there? I think that's it. Is that all the references I need? Yeah, there's not really good reference of her in all her glory except for the 3D model. So let's see. Okay, so like, we got our references. So these things right here, they're little sliders. They slide it up and down on each other. So I'm assuming that the undercarriage is kind of the main body of it. So I'm going to assume that we could take these different wires over here and make it like some sort of thick entangling mass. If I were to make them, so cosplay prop is much easier. Cell phone emulator. I'm using an emulator. Yeah, it's an emulator called Mumu. So there's like many different emulators. This one's the easiest. I know that Google has an emulator, but it doesn't support. Google's emulator doesn't support like. It doesn't support a lot of games yet. So right now, it currently supports stuff like NeuroCloud. No, not NeuroCloud. NeuroCloud is specifically what does it support. So yeah, NeuroCloud is not supported, but it supports like Genshin Impact, Arknights, a lot of other kind of games. But like Kuso games, like I don't know, slot machine games or other Western games, whatever the Western market people like to play. Not glorious gacha games. Anyways, let's see. Let's scroll in a bit. So right here we got, so we can kind of see the undercarriage. We got like the things right here. All right, so I'm gonna assume that's like a sentient mass of wires. That's what I'm looking at right here. I'm gonna rename this to sketch comedy. So the sentient mass of wires, able to move like up and down like that. And afterwards it gets separated about here. There's like a cable wrap. And it goes down here, and it goes. So we connected to this. This part is probably the most like sci-fi, random, hard to make in real life sort of deal. Because it requires some stability. So if you look here, you can calculate the forces on the tail. It looks like there's like a motor right there though. So like, yeah, if we were to like look at this. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum. So like there's a whole entire gun thing right here. The hinge. This hinge needs to be motorized. I'm going to draw an electrical symbol there for motorization, and then afterwards we're going to look at the other things. So I think this can also rotate as well. Like, calculate forces for that, but that'd be kind of annoying. I assume it's also supported in part by the wire over here. But this is more like a leash sort of deal, rather than like actually being a structural support, or like rather an articulation thing. So like most articulation is probably done with this and this. So that would be something to solve on its own if we were to make this as an actual robotic arm sort of deal. Current robotic arms are very simple. They're like whoop, 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 whoop. And then there's like a manipulator. May or may not have an arm like that. I've worked with robotic arms before. Basically, you have like limited amounts of rotation here. This can go here. This is straight up. This is a joint. It can only go like one direction. And afterwards here, you can like rotate again right here. But the problem with these robot arms is that they're not very fast. I guess their strength, they actually are pretty strong. They can be pretty strong. These things can get pretty scary. But they don't have very much range of motion, and they're also very not human as well. You see like how many different direction points this thing has? This like tail can just like, yeah. How would I design this? I think the easiest way, if we were to like break it down for cosplay reasons, would just be to like break it down into, let's see, let's make another sketch layer. Sketch 2. So if we make it sketch 2, the easiest way to just be break it down to pieces. So like you got this here, and then you got the upper shell part, which is, I don't know how to draw it, like that. And then you just like combine them together, or like you get them to attach to a thing with like Velcro or something. And so you just have this like long mass wire of a tail that just get a bunch of cables, you just tie them together, zip them up with like zip ties or something. I don't know, I'm not your mom. Zip tie. Zip tie. And afterwards, let's see here. What else can we do? Put like Velcro or something. This can make it out of like EVA foam. EVA foam's a pretty great material. It's like very light, it's very solid. It's good for creating a lot of like metal things. So if you want like metal plates, but obviously metal plates are very heavy, especially make it the thickness actually really thick. No, nobody's gonna wear metal plates at like a convention or anything. Like as a cosplay prop, it'd be almost possible to lift it up. But usually what they default to is using EVA foam, which can like offer the sort of like, you know, this thickness, texture and stuff like that. It's really good for sci-fi looks. A lot of people, when they build like power armors or things like that, or like any sort of armor really, EVA foam. So you can get like the smooth surface of it. Usually the cheapest EVA foam to get is like those foam tiles. Like the ones that look like jigsaw puzzles, like what suck a drawing, but you get the idea. Yeah, so like, you know, like it's usually cross-hatched on like like that. So yeah, you use the backside, which is like smooth. Anyways, let's see here. What else can we do? We can... So this shouldn't be... I guess method of attachment. Oh, when you're attaching tails for cosplay, there's a lot of ways to attach it. Like, so what some people do is like they take a board and then like they have a belt. So like a belt around the body like that, and it's tightened up. Especially if you have a large, fluffy tail that requires a lot of wire support and stuff like that. I guess that's what needs to be done for this. Either we connect these pieces to each other with like some sort of deal where like in game it expands and like it shows something down, but I'm not sure if you were to articulate that in real life, if that'd be good. Like, I don't know if it's intended to do that, like if you're like make a actual 3D model instead of a chibi or something, because a lot of the stretching seems to be kind of like chibi dependent, because you know they don't got very many pixels in that. But yeah, like I say, most people they use like a belt or something. Sometimes it's not even a board connected, it's literally a belt and like a hook loop or something. This thing just like dangles free. Like a lot of people who have like dragon tails or like dog cat tails or whatever, it's like that. Like whoop, like that little tail like that. So like if you're doing something like Ari, which has 9 tails, then they definitely need a board for that support. But what I've seen some girls do is like they have like PVC pipes and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it all just stems from that one pipe. Or like sometimes they just omit the tail, which is also fine. Or just make one tail. But it's really impressive when they have all 9 tails because it's like, damn, that thing's cool. It's like peacocks or something. Yeah. Let's see. So the end of the gun is going to require some careful consideration. So the end of the tail, you might not be able to swing it because there's this entire honking thing right here, this entire gun. What can we do to... We can make this gun out of foam, so it's like a Nerf gun, literally Nerf foam right there. Very easy to handle. But the main problem is that how are we going to keep it upright? So we can either put a wire, like a thick wire through here. Look. No. Goddamn. Hate this. CSP and Photoshop are different keybinds. It fucking sucks. Alright, makes sense. Anyways. So what we do is we make a wire. Whoa, I cannot draw a horizontal line. I'm going to struggle to draw a horizontal line. No, we can make wires at different points. We can make joints in here. I think that's the thing to do. But just like how we have it sectioned off in a game, whenever like she tries to move the tail, we can actually like stick like pipes in here, and like we can have wire joints like moving here, so it goes like, yeah. Or make it a ball joint, that'll give it more like fluid motion. Yeah, because then afterwards you can make the tail go like side to side, like it's like swish swish. And you can also make it go like straight up. So yeah, more degrees of motion right there. What other things do we need to consider? Well, we need to consider the fact that in a convention, people will get fucking hit by this thing. So you want to be able to bind it to yourself, or like, you know, like there's a pose earlier where she had the tail lifted up in front of her or something like that. Yeah. This might be manual. Not sure how long this thing was for skill. I'm not sure how tall she's supposed to be too. Like she's not exactly short. Let's see here. What else do we need to consider? Yeah, I think attachment wise, back to attachment, I'm probably going to go with a belt. Belt's probably the easiest thing to do. Yeah. Belt and... yeah, I mean there are other ways, but those ways might get you thrown out of convention. Ways that are kind of dangerous, like skin grafting. Yeah, but yeah, that's not something you want to think about late at night. So, back to this piece. We figured out how to bind it. But then again, it needs support. Because this is very wide. It's like, going to be kind of heavy too. I don't know how people do like they have really huge dragon tails sometimes, but it's just like floppy tails. It's like a big floppa tail. But this is a very articulate tail. It's going to be probably heavier, denser than that too. It's not going to be filled up with like stuffing and shit like that, like furries. No, this is... what does this be? It's not even scaly, it's literally a mechanical fucking tail. Like, I know there's the chibi art of her where there's like... he's drawn as like a little shrimp tail, and it's like this, and then her friend's the octopus. Yeah. Because then the octopus is Hatsuchiri, who's like related to eldritch entities, and so there's like octopus tentacles, but when they're drawn as chibi, she's drawn as a shrimp, I guess, to kind of go off the whole sea theme. I guess people do call her shrimp too, because you know, the orange, white stripes and stuff like that. Cyborg Tail, Fiesta, how you doing? Welcome to here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to design this thing in real life. I started off with a bunch of off-the-wall ideas, but I just pretty much just settled on this. I figured I wanted to build a replica of this at some point. And so there's different ways to figure it out. I don't know if I have the brain power to figure out how to like make this an actual articulate robotic tail right now, but as for cosplay, I could probably figure out how to do it or make it look at least decent. So yeah, so this sort of thing right here, if we take a closer look at this, this is like some sort of mesh cable sheath right here. Yeah. So this, I actually found on Amazon the other day. People do actually cover cables in this. It's pretty good. So this is orderable. I don't know what the exact diameters of it would be, Might need some trial and error. These little plugs right here could probably be painted PVC pipe pieces. The main problem is figuring out how to make them not squishy. Like, I'm gonna need something to fill them out, but something that's like light and stuff. I'm thinking of like stuffing them with like foam, like, you know, pool noodles or something like that. Oh wait, actually, a pool noodle would be a pretty good core for this. Instead of filling it up with like a stick of PVC pipe like I was thinking. Pool noodles work, okay. Pool noodles. Yeah, so how's your night, day, what going on? I don't know what time it is for you. It's 3 AM for me here. Crazy. The braiding doesn't rub smoothly against the other braiding. Full pull system to articulate the tail. Oh. Yeah. Very rough, you have it around. Alright. Yeah, I was thinking of making it something like a floppy system. So I don't know, maybe like for actual articulation, I'd probably do something more with like the plates over here and joints if I were to like make an articulate version of it, or not like a powered articulate version of it, but like for this sort of deal, I was like, if it's just like the braided wires hanging down, then I was thinking it might be able to just like, you know, flop around like a tail, and like you could probably put in some stiffer pieces in it to like guide it around, and, like kind of adjust the range of motion based on these plates over here and stuff like that. Huh. Still lots of ways, yeah. Actual motorized articulation would require a lot of work. I feel like you need to do like some tricks with like how the cables are. So in the game, there's a 3D chibi model here, but what it does is like it actually separates it out into pieces. So, like there's like a gap right there, and that's not something that you can really do in real life. So I was like, huh, yeah. These are low resolution screenshots, I guess, in the end, because TV models in a mobile game, yeah. It doesn't have to be motorized, it can be controlled by the person pulling the cables manually. Oh, so like, okay, I see what you're getting now. Yeah. So, maybe instead of using these cables for like an actual system, I could put in like, I don't know, like fishing line guides or something? Like some sort of clear wire. Like I were to like string it through here. So like, if we had these pieces right here, we had like another piece right here, you could like have some fish line hook, fishing line, clear fishing line right there. And afterwards these would be like whatever. Yeah, because fishing line, if you put that through like something like that, that might be a little better. Only problem is that might get your props check for and it's not loose fishing line. You just don't want to accidentally gar out anybody with it. Yeah. Your fishing line? Question mark. Fishing question mark. Yeah. Huh. So it might not work because rough. Because the work done already explained. Don't let me stop you from any. There's so many. Yeah, no, that's the thing I love about designing these things. Like, there's just like, it's like something you just throw it at a wall and you see what sticks. Like, you have your constraints here. You kind of sometimes you just need to like get your hands dirty and stuff and be like, oh shit, this would have works. And other times you just be like, you know, you're crunching. You're like, it's a deadline. All right, as long as it looks good, and you like compromise and give up a lot of stuff. Let's see. Blue noodles, fishing line. What other ways can we try to articulate this? We just have like sheets of something. Could have some sort of joint. Some sort of... Over here, these are actually joints and stuff. And then, so if I fill it in with like pool noodle foam. What else can I do here? Just try to pool noodle. Works surprisingly well. It gives you the shape you want. Oh, really? You tried pool noodle before? Huh. Shape you want. So how did you use the pool noodle in like this sort of kind of configuration here? I was thinking of like chopping it up and like just, you know, because if it's like the entire pool noodle, then it's kind of stiff or something like that. But if this is a pool noodle like chopped into pieces, then you can have like the gaps would allow a little more articulation, I think. But yeah, I actually probably should unwrap like a spool of this sort of like cover wiring once I get it in the mail or something. It's just like see its material properties. So right now I'm just like assuming. Yeah, when you make assumptions, you make an ass out of you and me, but mostly just me, because I'm the one that's like doing dumb shit. Like, yeah. What other ways? This is crazy. This is like thinking the anything goes sort of deal right here. What other ways have people done stuff like this before? I like there's straight up just rope too. You could put like rope in the center. It's like some sort of like rope. There's like physical joints connected to plates on like a train system. The joints on train system. But what would these joints be made out of? What should we make these joints out of? What do people usually make joints out of for these cosplay stuff? Usually like whenever I see people do joints, it's just like a loop like that. Like if one piece attached here and another piece attached here. And a loop is like, I don't know, like a C-ring or something. Solid pool noodle, no center hole, cut 3 grooves on each side, glued plastic electrical, and cut the whole thing into slices. Glued plastic electrical. Oh, interesting. So what did you make with this pool noodle thing? Like what was the end product of it? Like was it a tail sort of deal like this? Solid pool noodle. Inside an electrical conduit for push-pull system, forget the term. Plastic thing used. Oh, wait, so is it like cable insulation or something? I see. It's interesting. Very interesting. It's a good point of reference. Push-pull system. Yeah, that sounds like cable insulation to me, so like the... Alright. Oh, okay, I see. Wait, that might be easier to think about, or easier to... Yeah. A lot of cheap things. It's not like we're going to be making a state-of-the-art 1-to-1 replica of this, but yeah. That is a good idea. I think I know what you're talking about. The whole... Yeah, so that'd be very useful whenever I'm like stuffing these things. Alright. Thing used to push electrical cables through houses. Alright. And that just reminds me of like all the other ways people have done stuff, like rotation seat. Turns out it's impossible to control all three, only 2 hands. Oh man, so that sounds like you're doing at least... So each cable is like one direction, right? Like you pull one, it goes to one side because it shortens the other side. And you pull another cable, goes to the other side, and like 3 directions or something. Totally raise it. Yeah, so that sounds like left, right, up to me. Because right now I was thinking that if I have like stiff wires or something in here, or like I can make it posable. So you could like walk around with a pose and then like, I guess depending on joints, if you like stiff joints or something, so like you can adjust it. The problem would be like reaching back. You need like a handler or something. Or somebody, I guess not thing. I mean, but it's not like handlers have very much rights during conventions. It's like they're there to help you all the time. I kind of feel bad for them. That's why I buy them. Pushed all 3 of them once, so would it lengthen a tentacle? Oh, it's a tentacle. Oh, that's really cool. Lengthen a tentacle. Damn. That sounds so cool. Oh my goodness. I'm just like imagining it right now in this like system you've built. And like, yeah, but there's like just different things. Like it could be unarticulate, or not like it's just it could just be like loose. like subject to the whims of gravity like that. So like you don't need to articulate manually, you could like pose it maybe and stuff like that if we had something stiffer. But that's not as cool. Would be like the ultimate cool factor. Like there's like a scale of cool, so like there's this making it look as is perfectly, but it doesn't quite act like that. There's making it being able to move with like articulation, like cable stuff, like you suggested. And then the ultimate scale of cool is if you have like the shifting plates. Did you see the shifting plates earlier? Right, so I can show you the reference for this, like the character in game. Let's see, let's just wait for this to load up. Yep, in the meantime, then you're thinking about all the different things you could do about this. But it's definitely the most interesting thing. Like, afterwards, if you were to transport it, how would we transport it? Well, we want to be able to like disassemble it and stuff like that. So like here, if you could see, like there's a bunch of different plates here, and you could like probably, if we had like a whole sort of, you know, like a armor plate system, and you could attach it with like Velcro or something. I'm not sure if there's a better way to attach it other than Velcro, because I feel like Velcros can be annoying, but it's also probably the best bet, because it's not like you can like loop something in with a D-ring, C-ring or something like that. Anyways. Looks like you can do this a 2-segment tail, a thick part and a thin part on the end, controlled separately. That might be the play. That just might be the play. Let's see. Let me adjust this a bit. Alright. So, let me transition to over this other screen. Alright, so yeah, this tail is able to move and stuff like that. You can see like these plates here, they shift up and down. It's like, holy shit, that's cool. Yeah. So 2-segment tail, thick part and thin part, and yeah, so that's what I kind of do intend to do. Like I do intend to make this part separately, because this part obviously has a whole range of motion stuff. I think maybe I just make it so that there is probably a way to make it so that no matter what, it's all standing upright. So like, if I had like a gimbal or something, so it's like counterweighted. So this is over here and there's like a counterweight over here on the bottom. So like no matter what, which way it goes, the counterweight always fall down, and so that way it'll keep it upright. Plate shifting might be difficult. Yeah, I'm not sure how to deal with the plate shifting. Plate shifting is going to be difficult. Like that's a stretch goal at this point. The plate shifting is a stretch goal. It's like, you know, that's a super high professional level right there. But it also places a lot more constraints about it. Yeah. But I guess that's the cool part about it. Like you can like dream. This is like, this things to think about. Just keeps me up at night. Or I'm trying to go to sleep here. It's trying to burn as much brain juice as possible. So yeah, if I were to shift it, those plates shifting like that, make it seem like, you know, you could put like slider rails. That's the, right now that's the obvious thing I'm thinking of. So those things would be attached, but then afterwards transport would be annoying. Like for transport, you could probably break it down into like this main part and like the little gun part on the end. Think about it, work it out, but it'd be some serious shit. Yeah, this is serious shit. This is like, that's why I tried to do this, because this is something that you can't really solve in one day or something. It's like, go to sleep thinking about this sort of deal and like looking at all the different things in your like brain and shit. Yeah, it is very serious shit. Yeah. Nobody's ever done it yet. I mean, this is also an obscure game. I don't think it's very popular in the West, so yeah, but just see it would be pretty cool. Also, you could probably go up to the game and be like, hey, pay me money for this. I've made a real life version of this. You can commission it and they can commission a cosplayer to do it. And that'd be, oh my god, that'd be my dream. See this thing like become real. Yeah. Shifting plates would probably be, I mean, like, have you ever seen the Dominator from Psycho Pass? Which is this shifting gun. It's like this crazy transforming gun, and they made an actual version of it. It's like a what's it called? It's like a transformer, but it's like a gun that turns into a bigger gun. I was like, fuck, that's cool. Shifting plates can be done as a series of pulleys, like tackle boxes. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So like, try to make a I'm gonna move her over a bit. Like a system like, let's make another sketch. Sketch 3. Sketch 3. Alright. So it'd kind of be like a relay system, right? It'd be like, you have your one plate here. And you have like another plate here or something like that. I think just the bottom would be static. A series of back and forth pulleys like tackle boxes. Yeah. What if I weighted them? So like you have like a spring right here. And then like you have a weight like this. And the weight is attached to the plate. So you'd just be able to bounce up and down like that. So it wouldn't like be actually like as cool, like a sort of deal, but it kind of get the sort of motion going on there. Expanding telescoping apparatus, but every second one goes backward instead. Some extend upward, extending down. Expanding telescopic apparatus. Alright, so let's try to visualize that. Every second one goes backwards. Yeah, no, this is fine, it's fine, it's all good. It's all good. I appreciate, I'll take a note of that. So like, let's see here. Back and forth pulleys. Back and forth pulley system. Alright, versus the tackle box. Or no, the telescoping. Expanding telescoping. Yeah. Now there is a very high-tech stretch goal in order to like articulate this. And that was something I entertained vaguely a while ago, but as like soft robotics. The soft robotics is, I would need to have like a compressor. But basically, or that'd be like mechanically articulated as well, so it'd be like a little different motors. Basically though, soft robotics, you have different like air bladders and everything, and with that you can like inflate certain parts and that'd give you like the movement you want. So it's a lot more, depending on the number of pipes, or like, yeah, pump air to each of those braids. That'd be so cool. Like, I mean, maybe this is a futuristic design, so maybe in the future their soft robotics have really like progressed to the point where you can articulate the tail like that, because you know there's no big motors in here or anything. Yeah, pump air to each of the braids, and that would allow you to kind of like make obscure weird shapes with that too, depending on how you set it up. Or you could just make it like some movement, so like at the base of the tail you can have like expand one part and pushes it this way, and expand the other part goes this way. Yeah, like you have like a bunch of stuff going down. Make hip and muscles. Yeah, man, that'd be so cool, but like fabricating that is the pain though. But that is like a super stretch goal. It's like, it's just fun to entertain these thoughts and like just think about how these things could work. And like, if you had unlimited budget or something, how would you make this? Like the blue sky, blue ocean sort of deal. And if I had more funding in my science department, I would do, you know, that sort of deal. Man, what would air bladders be made out of? Back when I worked with robotics, soft robotics like that, it was like silicone and stuff, and we had to mold the silicone and like make it, and sometimes it'd leak and be like shit. And you need to remake it again, or like seal it up with other stuff. But yeah. But also like, I think there's also like these folding things, and so like when you inflate it with air, it goes like whoop, like that. So it has this whole range of motion. It's kind of like bellows, but like it's I guess it's kind of like bellows. Yeah, it's pretty much bellows, but it's just like even more folded up, and then like it doesn't go just straight up, but like has a greater range of motion. Yeah, it's like super cool. But yeah, I've seen like people make these like crawling robots with those things. Let me see if I can find a picture of that. See, robotics. Oh. Copy image. I'll just say this is another reference. But yeah, so it's kind of like this. It looks like a worm. Obviously, there's still the problems. So you have like you gotta like have the air. You still gotta connect it to air tubes and stuff like that. But yeah. Image, edit, transform, scale. Whoop. Yo, keep that in a corner. It's a reminder of like, you know, this could be cool in the future. Alright. Let's see. I mean, the obvious way to do this, to articulate it, would be to use like motors and stuff, and you have like... Maybe you could like pistons in each plate. Pistons in each plate would be... Still, yeah, it'd be like, you'd still need a main compressor and everything. And also, what is the point of having the plates move up and down besides looking cool? Like, I guess there's like the balance between like, you know, you also want it to look cool, but also like, what kind of function does it serve? I don't know if like shifting the plates in the original design, like in the game, where to make, you know, like make room so you can like move the tail in different directions or something like that. But yeah, or if it's just to be like a very cool effect. Oh. Yeah. Combining practical effects with... Or balancing practical effects and like stuff to make it look cool. Let's see. If I'm looking at this right now... Alright. So... Okay, one more screenshot over here. So right here, what you can see is the tail seems to be like, I don't know, it's probably like a limitation of the game. Looks like a block right there. Obviously it's supposed to be a big fluffy cable. Computer plates can even move them down there, attach to each other, those pivot points. Yeah, see, I don't know if it's a problem with like the in-game implementation versus like the art. You know, that sometimes that happens. Like in a lot of games you have like the character art, but their in-game model is like pretty different as a result of, you know, like limitations or maybe like artist mismatch or stuff like that. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what this is all about, but you know, it looks cool. It probably does cool shit. Yeah. Maybe though, if I'm looking at this, I could try to take like a low-res approach to it and be like, so this box over here, you know, just design it with the box in mind. So it looks like what I can do is I can have like box section 2 box, and that's just basically the basis of it. Just from a game. This game is called Project NeuroCloud. Yeah. It is a roguelike auto battler. It's like one of those is an anime game. But yeah. I'll probably paste a link to it in chat. Project NeuroCloud. Oh, it's just called NeuroCloud, I guess. But yeah. There are a lot of kind of interesting designs, but I like this character, just called Lacey, her design the best because of that tail. That tail is just fucking cool. It's like, damn. That tail just captured my imagination. I usually think about what's the best way to make it. Yeah. I guess another thing I could do is baking it. So we're just take a look at this over here. We could like probably make joints over here. Probably some sort of ball joints or something so you can have like omnidirectional movement. Afterwards you hide the joints with the plates. The plate's only hiding it on top, which is more or less the plate so you can see it from. In a bottom plate as well. So it doesn't get like, so you can like, yeah. The movement's constrained but not too much. You could also like, quote unquote hide it. But like over here you cover it with like those braided cables. So like sections of it chopped up. Just to make it look like it's continuous, but it's not actually continuous. That might be another potential approach, just like the whole hidden deal. God, I love this song. I don't even play this game that I'm like listening to music from, but like I was trying to draw something from it the other day and I listened to it, and this song was like the go song. I was like, damn, it's time to go. Probably not helping me sleep though, but yeah. Alright. So we can make that and yeah. I'm personally not super concerned about the whole maintenance, solder. I don't know what kind of gun this is. It looks like it's a special plug or something. But I don't know why this whole gun interface when there's like identical plugs over here. It's probably artist thing again. It's probably like a welding iron or something. Maybe. God, I just want to like listen to this music. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know why it's like... Oh, I guess it's supposed to evoke the sense of the whole, you know, like car factory deals when they have the robot arms and then they have like the, you know, like the robot arms in car manufacturing car factories. And they go like pss, 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 and they have like the sparks when they're soldering stuff. So I think that's what it's supposed to be. That's my assumption. Let's see, car factory. Car factory arm. Copy image. Paste the image. Yeah. Oh, oops. So they drew a large gash on that. Alright, so yeah, I guess kind of like, it's supposed to be kind of evocative of that sort of imagery. DeLacy from Project Miracle, yeah. So she has different costumes too, but like, this tail is consistent in every one of them, and like, so for reference, I don't get how it's attached. Or like, supposedly it's a harness or something and she can remove the tail, but like, here's another costume, and I do not understand it at all. Where is it? Where is it? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Got it. So on this one, so if you zoom in here, you can like see, like, it's just straight up attached right here. I don't know, it's like part of her or something like that. So that doesn't give like very good references for how to attach it to a normal person who obviously is not like... So the basic background for this is all of these are like robots, they're like all androids. Yeah. But like, it doesn't give a very good reference for how to attach this shit. Whoops. Yeah. See, another reference for a tail though. Yeah. Here we can see this kind of like block here over here. It's kind of like a skeleton sort of deal. It looks like... Let me see if I could sketch that out in another layer. Sketch 4. Alright. Okay, so I can put this over here. fuck? Did I sketch something around there? Oh no. Screen. So it's the outer sheet that's articulated, contains protects inside which are not articulated. Yeah, that might be... Yeah. So this over here, we could probably draw as a skill. The hell does... What hell layer is this? Oh, okay. Well, these were all on that layer. Whoops. Anyway. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Oh no! I can use the power of digital art. What layer did I sketch? Oh. No. Alright, so you can move this here. No. Alright, the power of digital art compels me to fix my fucking mistakes. Just layer things, I know, right? Alright, well, I fixed my mistakes, I think. Oh, there is this. I'll just merge down. Merge down. Merge down. Alright, there we go. Fixed. We're all Gucci now. Yeah, so... Yeah, there's a lot of ways. So it looks like cables aren't articulated and these like things are the ones that are articulated, which is painful. Right. There we go, okay. Put all our references back. I'm just gonna focus on this part for now. It looks like it's like a skeleton sort of deal, so you have like one piece here, one piece here, one piece here, piece here, and it like it goes down like that. After a side sketch of this would probably be like dun 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 dun. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure. I could probably take note from an actual skeleton. It looks like spinal cord almost. You can... I'm not sure how spinal cords actually move though. Like, they're barely connected to each... They are connected. Spinal cord. Or I guess the spinal column. Well, I guess the spinal... It's not like a spinal column actually moves though. Like, it does move, but it's not like as flexible as this. I'm gonna assume that each of these are like pieces that kind of like interlock with each other. That's what it kind of looks like right there. Top segment and bottom segments. Yeah. So there's obviously the interface, which is right here. And afterwards we have all these different sort of deals. Okay. What is the best way to implement these? Look at the other point of view again. Yeah, okay, right here it looks like it's like Lego blocks right here. Okay, so looking at that, it looks like it's like a V-shape sort of deal. It looks like this, like a V-shape that connects it to the next segment. Just like this. That sort of deal. Shifting and pulsing each other, shifting. Oh, are you talking about the other piece? Okay, I think that might be it then. Huh. Yeah, so I guess like... It's like this part right here, the top part and the bottom segment, right? That's the part that's like shifting up and down and stuff like that. Yeah. I guess they kept the little circles here from like here, but it seems like they're cosmetic and they don't really do anything. Two 2D still tails stacked on top of each other. Two 2D tails stacked on top of each other. Yeah. So there's like a separation here, right? That's what it looks like. There's like the bottom section and the top section like that. Okay, that's Let's see, we have... God, I'm gonna butcher this again. We have here. So like there's a top section here and there's a bottom section here. Like that, right? And you like put them together. And like these can go back and forth. Yeah. And then the top ones, each of the plates has an independent range of motion as well. Or not independent range of motion, they're like a kind of shift back up and down sort of deal. Yeah. Okay. So actually that might be not a bad idea for putting things together. So we hit this top section here and the bottom section here. And a plate and stuff like that. Alright, I think we can work with this, we can work with this. I wanted to manipulate it though. I guess the thing is, for the most part, I'd be okay with it like switching back and forth, but like there's like poses where she brings it up to the front. And like that one kind of stretches the thing out. I'm not sure if it's actually supposed to stretch or if that's like a liberty taken in the game or something. But some way to like, for the person, designing it for the person, they want to pose with a tail or something to like bring it to the front. Besides having to like, you know, like swing around a bit until this thing comes around and like pick it up manually. Unless I just built a secondary tail stuck in that pose permanently. That's a waste of resources. And that is the solution, that's just a very not good, very inefficient solution. So it needs to be able to stand up as well. Here's the thing, is the other part is that... Where was pen? This range of motion here would need to be able to like, stretch up as well. Yeah, because there's like this pose that she does where it's kind of like over her arm, like a Doc Ock arm, except for the attachment point is like down there. So we need like some sort of pivot. Well, I guess like if we look right here, extreme range motion helps visually designed to see an extreme extension. Yeah, that's kind of like, I think this reference picture over. Oh, actually. Yeah, in game, it's very lazy the way they do it. Like in the game, it's like, can you get a picture of it? Alright, so in game, it looks like this. So they literally like take the piss out of it. I would have called it taking piss, but like you can see like how jank this looks, right? Like it's literally very stretched out in order to achieve that thing. Segments so they can get real close to each other. Yeah, okay. So maybe that's why we have the segments like that, so they could actually be bent like that. Yeah, see the game? I think this is the limitation of being a chibi though. Like being a chibi, like they gotta stretch it out, and so they really do stretch it out in order to make the thing. Like it doesn't look terrible when you're looking at it, but like at the same time it's like, yeah. It's not really helpful. Like, I'm looking at it right now, and the plates are just literally floating there. Kind of rough. The plates are just floating in space. Maybe it's magical future space tech, where the plates are like have some sort of propulsion system inside them on their own, and it keeps them like vaguely magnetically attached to this whole cable wrapping deal as like an armor. But at the same time, they could just like float around and do whatever shit. Maybe that's how they like articulate up there, because they're self-propulsion. Futuristic self-propulsion makes them able to go up and stuff. Move around. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the chibi also does deform and bend a lot too. Okay, I'm looking at it more. Oh well, that's fine. It's all about compromise. I think the most important thing for me here, or at least like my list of priorities, would probably be like visual accuracy. But then again, you look at this and it's like, this tail is different because the top here is plates, but this one is like multi-segmented. This one too. I guess this one's like more plate-ish, and you have the top plate, which is like kind of square. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. It's gonna take a while to figure out, but there's a lot of ways to go about it. I think it's definitely something to continue working on, but I definitely do want to see this made at one point, though. I think I'll be able to make it. I'll be able to make at least a rough prototype of it. That'd be cool. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for joining me. I think expended a lot of brain power. I really enjoyed being able to like discuss this with you, Mr. Fiesta. But yeah, thank you very much for coming here and like chatting with me all this time. I appreciate it a lot. And I'll be probably heading out now. Good night.